You're checking out Willie D Live.
The fucked up thing in life is greed. That's what fucked up everything and all this shit. Greed. And what make white people want it, because they want to be greedy and superior as far as back in the day. So, and they implemented certain things that affected us to this day. You know what I'm saying? And their people reap the benefits of the good shit of it. And we reap the bad side of it. That's the yin and the yang or something. So we have to say, all right, we see what it is. We see what type of, it's just like you see what we working with. All right, we know out here they busting this area. How can I start in my shit to where my community don't get caught up in that bullshit trap that they got? You know, because it's a trap. It is what it is. It's going, like you always tell me, like they built certain things that they did. But I didn't get caught up in it.
Right. Because
I realized it was a trap. You see what I'm saying? Like most people don't realize it's a trap until afterwards. I realized, nah, I'm not finna, like if you know these crackers out here, like you pull a gun, they gonna shoot your ass. Why would you fucking pull a gun out? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not finna.
They're not pulling the gun out.
I know, I'm just using an example. I mean, well, if you know certain, like a lot of things are avoidable. A lot of things you like. It's just like authority. That's one thing. Poor people and young people have a problem with authority. We don't like people telling us what to do. And that's where a lot of conflict come in. Because like if police say, show me a license, why I gotta show you my, nigga, because he's authority. Regardless of why, if he right or wrong of it. It's just like if your mama say, nigga go clean the, why? Because I told you so. It's just authority. It's just like when you in school. Your teacher tell you to do something, even if it's something you don't want to do. You still do it.
But I do not believe that has anything to do with poor people. I think a lot of people. I think people in general do not like being told what the fuck to do.
Okay, you're right. All right, let's just say you're right. Let's take the poor people out. But a lot of people don't like to be told what to do, and that's where conflict come in as far as with authority. When they get told what to do, who you here talking to such and such, instead of being like, you know, it's because you seem like a pussy when they tell you, and you be like, yes sir. All right, blah, 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 blah. You have to play their game until...
You're right.
And then once you play... Because it's their game.
You're right.
We're in their game no matter how much... And if you don't feel like, leave. If you feel like this shit that fucked up, and if... You know like I know, and most people that follow me, they know, I done been all over the world. You probably have too. We got it way better than some of these motherfuckers. There's some places they ain't asking no questions. They ain't boom, and then we figure this shit out. You know what I'm saying? So we have to understand what we're in and like, look, man... all the shit ain't gonna. A lot of shit fucked up, and a lot of shit is racism and it's fucked up. But it's like, all right, how can I work in this system to? It's just like a virus, and I'm gonna put my own virus in this shit and build it. And when I say virus, I mean a good virus. I put my own shit in there to where it blend in there, like the word basic bitch. I put that in the world.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? I put this shit in.
Speaking of that, these little these hashtags you got.
Yeah.
One of your other hashtags, well, I mentioned one of them. What that mob do? That's one of my favorites. I mean, I can never say that word, use that word too many times. That phrase. Now, you said this is one that I felt like was that boy wild boy. You wild boy. You wild boy. You wild boy.
Yeah.
It ain't rape.
It ain't rape.
It ain't rape.
No, that came from, all right, I know what you're telling. That came from, I had this hash, when Twitter was coming out, and I was talking about how women always trying not to give you the pussy. I was like, nigga, if the pussy wet, bitch, you want to fuck. It ain't such a, it was really a joke. That's what I was saying earlier. Like, sometimes you realize, like, afterward, I was like, all right, I can see how people take the certain things. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't, like, really, like, bitch, like, cause I didn't realize, like, I'm from the streets, so you don't realize how harsh the word rape is until you start getting around more people. Cause in our world,
or one of your family members,
in our world, it's just like in the lyrics, you probably said rape or something. Not you, but I mean, I remember on NWA, they robbed the bitch and raped it and killed her.
Yeah, we had a song like that.
You see what I'm saying? But
we was talking in third person though.
You know, whatever make you feel better, but it was still fucked up. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? It's still fucked up. So I didn't realize the magnitude of it, what it was, and I haven't even used the word. If I use it, I don't even use the word like that as much, because like words do have power. Words are like spells. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I've learned that just even in relationships, I'm more of an actions person. I would hope everybody else is, but they're not. people go by words more than they go by actions. And I've learned that.
Yeah.
I've learned that now. Like a person, like that's why I tell people all the time, niggas that can talk good, they the biggest manipulators on earth. Like, yeah, because don't let these words, because niggas can word you to death.
Right.
And you'll believe like, this motherfucker real as hell.
Right.
But you can't go by it. I go by what your path showing me, what you showing me, show me your actions. I go by actions, and most people don't go by that. And so I was hoping in my life that people go by actions more so than words, but they don't.
So was I.
They don't.
So was I.
You see what I'm saying?
And if they did, you know, I'd definitely be the richest rapper.
Exactly.
In the game.
Yeah, exactly. You like you a real nigga. You doing this shit. They ain't going by this shit, but they going by what a nigga say, because a nigga can word play that motherfucker. And they can say this, that, whatever. And that's why I say words are a spell. Like niggas is great with words. And here I come saying, man, blah, 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 straight up. They don't want to hear that shit. But if you word it all around, and it's like a scam. You know, it's the biggest scam. You know how people can take your money by talking you out of it? Mm-hmm. That's a spell. Right. You know, so I just had to learn, all right, these words are powerful, so I got to watch out. And then at the same time, I still say crazy shit, because at the end of the day, I'm a comedian, so my first instinct is to be funny. You know what I'm saying? Now, there's a lot of times now I retract myself, like, all right, I might have fucked up. Let me take that back. But I can take a L. I know when I'm not that nigga that's like, fuck it, blah, 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 blah.
That says a lot about you.
I'm one of the people like, all right, I can see, like last time, the one time I said, I was talking about Rudy from
Huskables.
Yeah, she had got pregnant and got a baby from this ex-football player, but they got a divorce and this, that. And I'm like, why Rudy can't keep a goddamn kid? I mean, can't keep a man. What the fuck is wrong with Rudy? So I posted it on social media, and one of my friends, this girl I know, somebody I respect, she was like, man, why you such and such, man? You don't know how hard women got it out here. So I started feeling bad. You know what I'm saying? Like like I said, I started feeling like, I was like, all right. So I took it down. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like I don't really know this girl like that. But at the same time, I was speaking from what I saw. Like, I wasn't wrong for what I said, but just being sympathetic to women as a whole, or to her as a person, I was like, all right, I'll take it down. It ain't that serious to me. You know what I'm saying? So I've got better at it. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, like, fuck it. They got to figure it. If they don't get where I'm coming from, fuck them. I'm saying.
I used to have that mentality. I mean, some people think I still do, but.
You do.
You know, if I got to go there, I go there. Yeah. But for the most part, I do believe that, I mean, I'm definitely a lot different. Like, when we first came out,
I told you, you was my daddy's favorite artist at one time. Like, I remember we used to ride. He's like, bald head hoes. Right. What you see? He used to be booming that shit in his Bronco, and that was his favorite song. So that's what made me like you, just from my daddy playing your shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, and just think about the song. That's a fucked up song. I see some bald head hoes. Like, it's a fucked up song, but you know what I'm saying? Just that's what. You were speaking from what you were taught. You know. But
you know what's crazy about that song though is that I took the song out of my playlist for my shows. And
why?
Well, I just felt like I need to show a little bit more respect. so I took the song out the playlist. I took the song out the playlist, and women be at the shows be like, what you see, D? What you see, D? And the dudes.
It's the women do it, yeah.
And listen, so one day I was doing a Ghetto Boys show, and this dude, he pulled up the van. We all sitting in the van. We getting ready to go back into the venue. We're backstage, and this girl walks up and she pulls off her wig and say, "Willie D, I know you're gonna sing Bald Head Hoes." And I said, "Damn, you know what? We put it back in the list that same night."
It's just like my joke I do about buying a girl a drink in the club. Bitch, you is my girlfriend. Yeah, that's about stalking the bitch and trying to kill her because I bought her a drink in the club and she left with another nigga.
Right.
Like, that's my biggest song. That's what put me to where I'm at today. But if you think about it, it's a disrespectful. I'm about to kill a bitch. But it's
also true.
It's true. It's how you feel.
Dudes had that mentality.
Yeah.
Buy that drink.
It's how you feel.
We go together.
It's how you feel. Or go back to what you were saying about what I was saying about words are powerful. And this is what I realized words is real. I used to do this thing called kill yourself. You know what I'm saying? Kill yourself. I made like everybody, it's normal to say it now. But like when I first started saying, nobody was saying, I started saying on 3-6 Mafia album and this, that, and it blew up. And then what happened was one day I was doing a show in Gainesville, and the promoter, he booked the show, and the show flopped. There wasn't nobody there. So I got on stage talking about, like, goddamn, whoever this promoter is need to kill themselves.
Right.
The next day he killed himself.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that made me realize, like, damn. These words is real.
I'm not laughing at he killed himself.
Yes,
I'm laughing at
it's shit real. Like, it's like how words like
damn.
but in my mind it wasn't from a malicious intent. Like I was just joking.
That's what I'm laughing about, because I know you was joking.
Yeah.
And I didn't know you came up with that term. But man, you're a beast on those terms.
But that's what my point is, boy. I say I leave, like, those are just the terms that or the things I instilled as far as comedy and stuff. But a lot of other things I've instilled in the community that's helped us too. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a seed. It's just like what the white folks did to us. They planted little certain shit in us and programmed us to where we do fucked up things. We can do the same thing. You just have to strategically do it and don't tell them. Right. And that's what I do. And that's what all we got to do. But we just got to be patient with it. Because I see it happen. I see it change. I got niggas scuba diving that never even thought about scuba diving. Yeah. So, I mean, I see shit happening and I see shit changing for the better. That's just my way of doing it. And showing how we getting better at certain things. Because like if you want to live the world I live in, life I live in, you ain't gonna have time to be want to do this nigga shit. Yeah. You ain't gonna have time to be wanting to be a fuck up. Because you gonna want to have a fun, good time.
What you gonna do with the clothing line, man?
The Rich Broke and all that? I mean, I do it. It's Rich Broke is another thing. Rich Broke is like showing you don't need money and this, that. It's like you live in your means. You know what I'm saying? You're not finna be trying to outdo what you do. You just living in your means. You can still enjoy yourself. You don't have to have millions of dollars to enjoy yourself. And that's what Rich Broke is. It's just like, all right, I'm gonna do what I can. I'm gonna take care of myself and take care of everything, and I'm gonna still live a good life. And that's what Rich Broke is. It's more about the movement of what the name is, and it is just a clothing line. Like, I'm not a clothing line, motherfucker.
You're checking out Willie D Live.